Hello everyone, this is Sufi Kachan and now we are going to see the task 4 of data science, that is exploratory data analysis on the dataset global terrorism. So here firstly what we need to do is we are going to import the essential libraries which we need. Then we are going to read the dataset and our dataset name is globalterrorism.csv. So the head function is used for finding out the first 5 rows. Then what we did is we have renamed the column names. As you can see that here first the column name was I year, I month, I date, extended and all. But after renaming the names got to year, month, day, extended and rest of them. Then with the help of tell function we can find out or we can fetch the last 5 rows. Then we have used the .isNull.sum function which is used to find out the null values. Then info function will give us the column name, then the non-null value, then the count and then the data type. Then describe function is used here. And here some of the destructive features are used, that is here we have used one of the function that is the value and value count function. So what value count functions do is it returns the object which contain the count of unique values. So here the value underscore count function will help to fetch the count of the unique value. And with the help with this we have also seen that there is one idx max function. So idx max function, it returns the index of first occurrence of maximum over requested access. So here we can find out the index of the maximum value across any index. So we have seen, as we can see in the output, here we are able to view the country with most attacks, then city with most attacks, region with most attacks, year with most attacks, month with most attacks, and the group with most attacks. Then, then what we are going to see is the data visualization. So the number of terrorist activities happen each year. So what we are going to see here, we have used one of the functions, that is countplot, which will help to display our graph and which will help to plot the graph. So number of terrorist activities happened most in 2015 and the count was almost 16,000 or more than 16,000. Then next what we are going to see is the number of terrorist activities happened by region each year. So the number of terrorist activities you can see has happened. Then history of the worst terror attacks in heat map is in the plot line. We will see that how many people were wounded and killed there. Then top 40 worst terror attacks in history from 1982 to 2016 happened. Then we are going to find out the value count of the countries. Then how many countries are affected by terror activities. So here also we are using the same function, that is value underscore counts, and we have given the index even, and with the help of palette we are going to decide that which color we have to use while plotting the graph. So as you can see that Iraq is the topmost country which got affected by terror attacks, and Spain is the leastmost country which got affected. Then the number of death in each year. So number of death, we can see that there were so many people who were dead. The number of injuries in each year. So number of injuries were also was in high extent. And then here we are able to view the groups. Then in how many groups we were there. Then some of the columns we are going to drop now, that is the latitude, longitude, summary, motive and target column. So here we also have to input the axis. Now we have dropped the columns, and we have also dropped the city column. Now the columns which are left is year, month, day, extended, country, region, group, city, attack type, target type, killed, wounded, weapon type, state, and casualties. Now the method of attack. So what we are going to see is what kind of attack type was there, like how people got killed and injured. So the mostly people got killed due to bombing and explosion, then armed assault, then assassination, then kidnapping, and some deaths and injuries happened because of infrastructure attack, and some are not even known. Some happened because of unarmed assault, some because of barricade accident and hijacking. So these were the methods of attack. Then terrorist attacks per country region. So as we can see here, the graph, we can know that in Iraq, the most terrorist attacks were happened, and the least were happened in Egypt, and terrorist attacks per region were happened most in Middle East and North Africa, and least were happened in Australasia and Oceania. So the most active organization. So while finding out the most active organization, we can see the most active organization was Belfast, then International Airport, then Manhattan, and rest of them, and the least were Londonderry, which is country. So the most affected targets. So the most affected targets were none other than the private citizens, and for that, and the most affected targets were the private citizens. And for that, we have used the column here, target type, which is a column we have used for finding out what kind of target would mostly affected. Then what happened before and after the war. So before and after the war. So this were the changes in region Polo. This was happened before the war, and this were the changes after the declaration of war. So after the declaration of war in 2014, 15, 16, and 17, there was a vast difference which has happened after the declaration of war on terror, which has happened in 2001 to 2017. So in this way, we have studied the entire exploratory data analysis of global terrorism, and we have completed our task successfully. So with that, we have completed it. With that, we have completed it. Thank you.